Not so long ago, in a place far from anywhere, a proud people worked on a parched and unyielding land. Beyond the reach of tar roads, their isolation brought hardship, with people having to travel nearly 100 kilometers to the nearest town to buy bread or collect a pension. This is the story of the small community of Laxey, a government policy, and a company that all came together to bring a concept into reality. Laxey is a small subsistence community approximately 100 kilometers southwest of Kuruma. Basically, it's in the middle of nowhere, which means that there's little or no passing traffic or trade, and that anything you need, from food to general supplies, is hours away, and thus very expensive to get. The land is hard, dry and unyielding, giving little in return for the efforts of the people. The climate is dry, except for the very occasional storm. The preferred method of transport is donkey or bicycle. The concept was simple enough. As energy is regarded as being core to any sustainable community upliftment, let's create an integrated energy centre, consisting of a fuels forecourt that offers petrol, diesel and other fuels to the community, a store that offers produce, a bakery that provides bread to the store, and a veggie tunnel that produces fresh produce for the community as well as the store. The players needed to support such a project were the people of Laxey, the Department of Energy.
I'm Robert Mage from Department of Energy. One of my responsibilities is to oversee the establishment of integrated energy centers.
Sasol Oil.
I'm Sandra Charles and I work for Sasol Oil, and my responsibilities are to manage the integrated energy centers, like the one that we're standing in right at this moment.
And Chem City.
I'm Reggie Mushash. I work for Chem City. I'm a Supplier Development Focus Group Manager.
The main challenge that we faced was the forecourt side of this integrated energy center, because as we know, as I mentioned previously, there's very few cars here. The only thing that helped was the C-store, because of all the necessities that the community required. So they didn't have to travel far distances just to buy tin fish or their everyday necessities. But that was still not enough, and with Chem City coming on board, that's actually helped us a lot. Because now they have the bread and the veggie garden. So the community is able to come out here and buy fresh bread on a daily basis. And that's increased the sales tremendously on the energy side as well.
Look, in terms of the objectives of the Integrated Energy Centers program, we could say we are making a difference, because as government, our main purpose was to make sure that the people in this area have access to energy services. They can also have access to SME development, so that they get these services closer to them, because they don't have to drive all the way to Kuruma. So on that score, we are making a difference. However, there are challenges in as far as generating more income, because there's just no economic activity in the area.
One of the biggest challenges was the lack of technical and business skills amongst the members of the cooperative that was put together. So we basically had to, beforehand, before we even start in implementation, we had to take the members of the cooperative through a rigorous training process as far as business management is concerned. And the technical training on the side of the bakery, how to make bread and all the confectionery. And on the veggie side, definitely how to actually plant and actually look after the plants.
This project make a huge difference for us, because I don't know where I am now, because maybe I'm going to have the job, I don't know, but this project, it make different for my side. Don't know each and everybody, I don't know each and everybody don't make it different, but I think it make different, because each and everybody know. Each and every morning they wake up, they go to work and enjoy it. That is why it make difference for us.
It's so good to have people smiling and happy and knowing that Cecil is helping with the poverty alleviation as well as job creation. So it's actually fantastic.
There are things that we really take for granted, coming from a city. And when you come to an area like this where actually bread, it's seen as a luxury, it sort of really brings you down to earth a bit to really appreciate the little you have.
Although it's still early days, the process is well underway. Demand for bread and fresh produce is greater than production, so there's plenty of room for growth. People have learnt new skills that they'll keep with them for the rest of their working lives. They have easier access to fresh produce, giving them a greater sense of independence. They have an income stream with great possibilities for growth, and more money is remaining within the community. A process has been set in motion that goes far beyond supplying the energy needs of Laxey. The first steps along the road of self-empowerment have been taken, and there's no looking back.